Right, just 4 overs left now. Deekshana's bowled out 1 for 29. Now this is Hasaranga. Sri Lanka been magnificent. Can they get 2 here? Just the single. This crowd came in here looking to see a 180, 190, 200 game. That's not happening. Suddenly everyone's saying, wow, it's a different surface. As Sri Lanka bowling well. Did India defend 150, 155?
Well, it'll be a tough defense, I think. India have to defend that lower total. I think Sri Lanka will be well placed to win it. But shots like this from Deepak Huda, as we saw in the last over, balls being dragged down, the next one a little bit fuller. 2 maximums can drive the rate up really quickly and set them up for a good back end in terms of building a total. Another big heave. Not a half tracker as such. Didn't get any on it. Just a single. But Sri Lanka have played magnificently. They made some brilliant bowling changes. Dasun Shanaka has been outstanding. Hasaranga, Deekshana, Abhishek on his return.
Like Madhushan. There's a lot of life about it. All 2 overs in the half play, came back in. He's got some pace around him. Left-handedness always creates an angle. Now I think they've got to get to fighting distance. And Deepak Huda to play a few more shots like that. It's an interesting situation for Deepak Huda to be in. He's trying to reinvent himself as number 3. And then now realizes that his second skill is allowing him to spot at number 6 in a very competitive environment. So he's got to find a room for himself being a certain kind of batter at number 6. Playing shots like those, that's huge! Way over the ropes to end Hasaranga's spell. 10 of that over, 128 for 5 and a third 6 holder.
Yeah, it's that length, isn't it? Another half tracker. We saw Deekshana bowl one as well and get punished. This one the same. Hasaranga was visibly upset with himself. It's a drag down. And the quality of Huda. 2 drag down deliveries, hit for maximums.
मेरी मेरी डोरियां कल से शाम 7 बजे स्टार प्लस और डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार पर।
And Akshay Patel, what's in store for Kasuraji? Whatever's been on display so far has not been kind. The one bowler today has been unkind till today. But what about Deepak Huda? Now that last 6, that ball was about 14 k's quicker than the previous one. Maybe that's why it just pulled short a little bit.
A little bit of footwork as well. The way he took in touch with his weight out and that was so impressive. Very, very quick.
Yeah, 2 really good deliveries. 1 pitching outside legs, stump. All left-handers have a bit of a blind spot there, and the next one a change-up using the surface. His problem's been his length right throughout. It's balled a little bit too full with the new ball, changes angle, and balled a few loose ones at Ishan Kishan. Balled a little bit wide at him as well, but this over so far it's been pretty good.
That's not bad. Always to hit it back over the bowler's head. When you're not on the front foot, just hit back over the bowler's head. Never easy. Sanga smiling. Sanita left-hander hit that.
A slow ball that's a bit too slow, Sonny, I think.
There's a bit out as well. You have the batsman have the time to pick the spot. And this is the quick outfield.
Now the ball's not leaving his hand in full control. Maybe he's just better off picking a spot and bowling on it. Some days it doesn't happen for you, and you can see that the captain's a bit perturbed too. Fielding changes all over, now point drops back, square leg comes in, long leg drops back. Rajita look up and say, hang on, this field looks a bit different. Long legs coming back in now. They need a fourth player inside the circle. Now Huda in strike. 3 sixes in his last 6 balls. He's 28 of 15.
Raj that just seems a little panicked. Not a lot of clarity at the top of his mark. When you're bowling at the death, you stand at the top of your mark. You've got to be absolutely clear about your field and what delivery you're going to execute. And you've got to just go and do that. You can't run in having 3 or 4 options in your head. It's got to be the one.
There's an interesting call. I think the batters played for the wide, but the umpire said, hang on, you did make an initial movement away from your squad.
But you can't create a wide, you can destroy a wide. Exactly what Huda did. Walked across. Raj, the very smart, followed him. Definitely not a wide.
It's an over that's ended well for Raj. 6 off it, 134 for 5.
माझी हाथों में मेहंदी लगाई हो नहीं माझी तो कमर पे मूछ आ गई नहीं माझी तो बेचारा कौन छेगा तो अम्मा
किस्मत ने कर दी कैसी करतूत मांगी थी अच्छी सास और मिल गई
जब मिल जाएगा ना तो मिस कॉल मार देना
मेरी सास दूध है जल्द ही स्टार भारत पर
He's been very impressive, Dilshan Madhushankar. And he's got a big job to do here. Ball the 19 against Deepak Huda. And hits the bat first. But from left arm over, always difficult to get. If he can concede just a leg by from one of the last 12, he's done well.
I think the whole bowling unit's been extremely impressive. And there is a referral.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I've checked the front foot, it's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on spin vision, please? Looks like missing the bat. Can we check with our dredge, please? Stand by, waiting for upgrade. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat involved. Can we move on to ball tracking, please? In line, impact in line, wickets missing, original decision not out. Anil, stay with your decision. I'll let you know when you're on screen.
Nobody seemed interested in that review early on, and I think everybody's taken by surprise. See that pitch in line? Oh, was in the hitting arc. Was in the hitting arc, and Akshay Patel is a perfectly capable batsman.
How often do we see the shot being played by batsmen, particularly from the subcontinent? Wristy players, ball angled at the bat. He's used the pace, he's used the angle, and brought his bat down at exactly the right time.
A beautiful shot, isn't it? Used the pace as well. Huge boundary, flipping the wrist, great timing. Probably better to try and stay away from the onside backs at Patel. try and bowl more at the stumps, off stump, just wider maybe, because the offside field for protection.
There you go. Sufficiently outside off for you, Sanjay?
Yeah, for sure. I think with the bat swing of Akshar Patel, he's much more comfortable trying to hit straight down the ground or hoiking it to the leg side. And that's the thing. When you set a field, you've got to be able to set a balanced field that allows the bowler to bowl a couple of deliveries, give him a fair bit of margin for error. And on the offside, you have that comfort with the field as it is now. It also takes it away from the favourite area of Akshar Patel.
Once again, the slow ball, but lands between two fielders. They take two. It was in the air long enough, long hang time, but then they completed the run and then finished the second.
Just look at the way Huda is running. Whether the ball goes to hand or not, he knows that he's got to try and make the most of it. Because he was going to be the one running to the danger end, not Akshar Patel.
There's a man on the boundary, but I think he might be a little too square now. He'll get there in time. And their comeback for two brings up 50 of the partnership. Very, very crucial and in very good time. 51 of 29, Huda and Akshar Patel. Used to be at Baroda, just down the road from Ahmedabad, where Akshar Patel played his first-class cricket. Before that, to move to Rajasthan, he's looking very good. Huda 29 of 18. Akshar Patel 26 of 18 with a valuable runs, but are they enough? In the gap, first bounce for Akshar Patel is turning it on here. 30 of 19, 15 came up the over. It's 149 with one to play.
मेरी मेरी डोरियां कल से शाम 7 बजे स्टार प्लस और डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार।
Pace, so the batters get used to the pace. He can bowl a single yorker. Only one slow ball in that over. Sometimes pace without the required variation can cost you runs, but he's done a good job for Sri Lanka.
The last two also showed you why it's still a difficult ground to bowl on. Got into the pads, went for six. Tried to correct himself, bowling outside off, and green through the off. Good ball. But Kasur Rajit has got the opportunity here to make good all the early runs that went off him. It's not Kal Maratne though, bowling this last over, but Rajita.
She got the width outside the off stump. The pace was also there. His first 3 overs have cost 20 runs. Excellent figures. The last over spoilt. So from those figures somewhat in this one again.
What a valuable player Akshar Patel is coming in at number 7. Initially it was beautiful down to control of that partnership with the 3 sixes. Then Akshar Patel's come back hitting 3 4 and a 6 himself. Just gives you so much balance to your team when number 7 can bat like this. Lovely hitting on from Deepak Huda. That's one of his great strengths. Latched onto that slow one very, very quickly. That is some shot.
I think the Indian bowlers will be watching that and will understand that if you're going to bowl a slow ball, it's got to be bowled quickly and into the surface rather than floating it up. I think it's a good lesson for the Sri Lankan batters as well, going into the dressing room, thinking about the chase, understanding what the Indian bowlers might do, especially the fast bowlers.
I don't think it's a strength, especially on a surface like this, Rajita. Every time he's tried to bowl the slow one, it's not been disguised enough. Now what does he have? Better. There's agony. Doesn't matter. I've got 2 balls left to correct that. Almighty swing. Didn't connect. This time we go to a third man for once again that big back swing. Working on the brittle. If I get an edge, it's okay. There is no third man. He's very square.
It's opening the bat face at the moment of contact, knowing that there is no protection there. You can see the bat face opening at the moment of contact. The third man is in the 30-meter circle. The deep cover is too far away.
It's a dramatic shot, made famous by Surya Kumar Yadav. You can see quickly how people are picking it up, looking for the big hit, opening the face of the bat down square. What that does though is it's pushed the ball around the wicket. Got third man or deep, the square third man inside the circle. You've got a pick-up shot, deep square has gone back. Last ball coming up, 12 of this over so far. It's a good one. He's looking to squeeze it between the 2 fielders at third for a single, for a boundary rather, gets only a single. 13 runs come from Rajitha's last over. He finishes none for 47. The key is India finished 162. How good is that?
The Sri Lankans would have taken it with both hands if offered this at the start to chase 162 of this surface. Sri Lanka is completely the driving seat. They've been magnificent with the ball. Dasan Shanaka, magnificent as a captain. The spinners were brilliant, and they are in a really strong, dominant position.
मधुबाला टूर गाइड बन के इन्हें तो घुमा सकते हो, मुझे नहीं।
आप जैसा शेयर कौन घुमाएगा? सामने एशियन चैंपियन श्रीलंका है, सर भी ताड़ेगा भाई को।
जनरल किसका? रूल किसका?
आपका सर। आपका राज में दो टिकट तो समझता है ना सर।
ये हर मैच देखेंगे और आप?
This broadcast is brought to you in association with
Cult Fit. Download the app now. And My 11 Circle. Download now.
Just gives you an idea of dire straits India had found themselves in. Prasoot Shanaka will go back thinking, yes, we've not won a bilateral series in this country so far, but this could be an opportunity to make a good start here. Ishan Kishan 37 of 29. At one stage he was 17 of 8. Not much for Gill or Surya Kumar Yadav or Sanju Samson. Hardik Pandya had to stabilize the innings, played some lovely shots in between, but it really was that partnership of Buddha and Akshar Patel that's taken India to 162 for 5, which is sort of sometimes a power score in the IPL, but hardly ever in T20 eyes. And this is a very good bowling side. Dikshana 1 for 29, Hasaranga 1 for 22, Karunaratne 1 for 22 of 3, very good. That 1 over slipped in from Dhananjaya, and I thought Madhushankar did enough to suggest he's impressive. 1 for 35. Rajitha, the one who was expensive today, none for 47. India don't have a lot in the bank. They'll have to feel like Finns and bowl like them too to try and defend this score of 162. 163 to get as a debutant. And Umran Malik, so not the most experienced bowling lineup. It should be an engrossing second half coming up.
India was staring at a dismal total when Hardik Pandya, the captain, departed with the score just 94. But then a brilliant partnership between Deepak Hooda and Akshar Patel, 68 runs for just 36 deliveries, has taken India to 162. Irfan Pathan joins us on Mastercard Cricket Live. Irfan, just when things weren't looking all good for Team India, these two boys have saved the blushes.
Absolutely. India were out of the game, but this partnership certainly put them back in the game. Those shots from Deepak Hooda, Akshar Patel were outstanding, and Deepak Hooda hitting 3 sixes in the last 5 overs. He never did that in international cricket. First time he did that, and what a time to do it when Team India needed the most. And full credit to Akshar Patel as well. From the word go, that first boundary came on the first ball. After that, he didn't look back, and some of the really good looking shots he played, which definitely put India back on track.
India also got off to a belligerent start. 26 they managed to take off the first 2 overs. Thanks mainly to Ishan Kishan. But just looking at the way he was going about the job, Irfan, you wanted him to capitalize on the start.
Absolutely, and I really think that after the first 2 overs, This was the first over when Ishan Kishan scored 17 runs, and after that, I thought Sri Lankan spinners especially bowled really well. And when he got out, he could have made it really big because he's the guy in form. Just scored brilliant double hundred in one-day cricket. His form was looking really good in T20 cricket as well. He was transiting his form there as well. But 37 when he finished, and I think the strike rate went down. Even if he would have got out on 37, I would not have mind. But in between that strike rate went really low. So that's when actually more than scoring 50, I was disappointed with that. And spinners, I really think bowled really well against Ishan.
Talking of that strike rate, at 26 of the first two, and immediately once Nishan has been introduced to the attack, the wicket started falling. The Indian batters, they weren't really able to pick those bowlers today. What do you make of that effort?
I think fantastic from Sri Lanka spinners. The way they bowled, the kind of length they bowled. They invited batters to go for the big shots as well. There was a terrible shot from Sanju Samson. Even Ishan Kishan could have just gone straight rather than going for the slot sweep. Maybe he didn't pick from the hand, which is very important when you play against Hasranga. And then I think this wicket was very crucial because they made a nice plan, correct plan, not to bowl foolish delivery to Hardik Pandya. They just bowled the hard lane, and this is where they got wicket. The pulling back shows the character of Sri Lanka bowlers.
Now, Akshar Patel was at the crease. He scored 31. He knows exactly what lens to bowl, but would Yuzi Chahal be enjoying what he has seen? Could he be the difference maker when Team India has the ball in hand?
He will have to. And I've been looking forward to two bowlers, especially if India needs to win this game. One is Chahal for sure, because we saw how Hasranga bowled, how Tikshana bowled. They got some sort of purchase. I'm not saying this is a dry pitch, this is a good pitch, but there is some help for the spinners. But I'm really excited for the express pace as well from the team.
But let's not mince words. Chasing teams, I mean, it's kind of favorable for them. The result usually goes out in their favor. But India, it's a below par score. 163 is the target for Sri Lanka. Can we put a win in that column on the first day of 2023 cricket-wise?
This is why before the toss, Hardik Pandya said, even if you would have won the toss, we would have batted first.
Right.
We wanted to put our bowlers under pressure as well. So this is the real test. And from here, if Indian team win, they'll get a lot of confidence.
Can Captain Pandya inspire his men and put a victory in the column on the first assignment for him at home? We join live action. The target for the London Lions, 163.